disturbing incident has shocked residents of Ore in Ondo State after a man identified as Samuel Akode was arrested for allegedly hacking his mother, Mrs. Olufunke Akode, to death. The tragic incident reportedly occurred on Sunday, August 16, 2026, at about 5 p.m. in the power line area of Ore, within Odibo local government area of Ondo State. According to the police, the woman was found lying in a pool of blood at her residence after allegedly sustaining multiple deep machete wounds. By the time she was discovered, she was reportedly already dead. The circumstances surrounding the killing are now being investigated by the Ondo State Police Command, which has arrested the woman's son in connection with the incident. The case has sent shockwave through the community because of the relationship between the suspect and the deceased. A son is now being investigated over the death of his own mother, following an alleged machete attack inside their community. The State Police Public Relations Officer, Abayomi Jimo, confirmed the arrest on Monday. According to him, police authorities received information that the deceased had been found at her residence with severe injuries. The incident occurred on Sunday, 16 August 2026, when the command received a report that the deceased was found lying in a pool of blood at her residence, Jimo said. He explained that preliminary information indicated that the woman had sustained deep machete cuts and was already dead when she was discovered. Following the reports, officers attached to the Ore Division immediately mobilized to the location. The police secured the area and began their preliminary investigation. One of the most important pieces of evidence recovered at the scene was the machete suspected to have been used in the alleged attack. The police also photographed and documented the scene as part of the investigation, but the suspect was reportedly not at the location when officers arrived. According to the police, the man, initially identified simply as Samuel, had fled the scene. This triggered efforts by police operatives to locate him. After sustained efforts, investigators subsequently arrested the suspect, identified as Samuel Akode, and took him into police custody. He remains in custody as detectives investigate the circumstances surrounding the death of his mother. At this stage, the police have not publicly disclosed the motive for the alleged attack. It is also not yet clear what happened immediately before the woman was attacked or what may have triggered the incident. Those questions are now expected to form part of the investigation being conducted by the authorities. The remains of the deceased have been deposited at a mortuary. Meanwhile, the suspect has remained in police custody as investigators work to establish the full circumstances surrounding the killing. The case has also been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department in Akure for further investigation. The transfer is expected to allow detectives to conduct a more comprehensive investigation and examine the available evidence surrounding the deaths. The Commissioner of Police, Ondo State Command, CP Felix Ohago, has directed that the investigation be conducted thoroughly and professionally. The Commissioner also ordered investigators to establish the circumstances surrounding the killing and ensure that anyone found culpable is brought to justice. The police have not indicated whether additional suspects are being investigated for residents of Ore. However, the incident has raised serious concern. The alleged killing took place inside a residential setting, turning what should have been a private home into the scene of a fatal incident. The discovery of the woman's body and the recovery of a suspected weapon have now placed the community on alert as investigators continue to search for answers. The police are expected to examine the physical evidence recovered from the scene, interview people who may have information about the incident, and establish the movements of the suspects before and after the alleged attack. Investigators will also seek to establish whether there had been any previous disagreements or incidents between the suspect and his mother that could provide an explanation for what happened. However, until the investigation is completed, the motive remains unknown The police have urged members of the public to avoid speculation and instead provide information that could assist investigators. The command also appealed to residents to report suspicious activities and provide timely information to law enforcement authorities. According to the police, community cooperation remains essential in preventing violent crimes and ensuring that suspects are identified and brought before the courts. The latest case comes amid broader concerns about violent crimes across different parts of Nigeria. But this particular incident has generated additional shock because the alleged victim and suspects were members of the same family. The investigation will now seek to establish exactly what happened inside the residence on Sunday afternoon. What caused the confrontation? Why did the alleged attack occur? Was there any previous disputes? And what happened immediately before the woman sustained the fatal injuries? These are among the questions detectives will need to answer. For the family of the deceased, the priority is now to understand how Mrs. Olufunke Akoda lost her life and what led to the alleged attack. For the police, the focus is now gathering enough evidence to establish the facts and determine the appropriate legal action. The arrest of Samuel Akoda represents an important development in the case, but an arrest is not a conviction. The suspect remains entitled to due process as investigators continue their work and prepare the case for possible prosecution. The Ondo State Police Command has assured residents that the investigation will be conducted professionally. CP Felix Ohago has specifically directed the State Criminal Investigation Department to establish the circumstances surrounding the killing and ensure that anyone found culpable faces justice. For now, one woman is dead, her son is in police custody, and investigators are working to reconstruct the events that led to the fatal incident. The machete recovered from the scene could become a crucial piece of evidence as detectives seek to establish what happened. The police have also documented the scene and transferred the case to the State Criminal Investigation Department in Akure. As the investigation continues, residents of Ore will be watching closely for answers to a case that has left the community deeply disturbed. A mother is dead, her son has been arrested, and investigators must now uncover exactly what happened inside that home in Ore. If you find this report informative, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our latest security and crime reports. I'm Chidera Eso. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next reports.